You can do it once. Yeah, man.
How are you, sir?
What's up, Mr. Hoey? Michael B. Hoey.
How
are you, brother?
sir?
I'm good. Listen, you jumped ship a little bit here. You're on the Thirsty Tiger.
Second year, though.
And apparently your energy that you brought to them last year got you first over the line in the 70 fleet, right?
Yep. We had a good regatta. We got into the Manitou 6 hours ahead of the competition, so we were feeling it.
And I'll tell you something. I'm sure Bert will see this, but having raced with Bert Ottavio on the Tiger, in fact, as a bowman a few years ago, that was a program that needed a lot of work. We'll talk about where they're at now.
Bert Ottavio, the man is a prince, by the way.
He is a great guy.
But the man gives you a canvas and says paint. And I love the program for that. I mean, it's a group of great guys, and they want to race, they want to go fast. So we started in roll tacking, treating this boat like a dinghy, because it is a dinghy.
Now, roll tacking with what, 16 crew?
No, 14.
14 crew?
Yep. But you roll tack. I mean, we do stuff on that boat that no one else is doing. Actually, we're trying to convert the boat to a TP52
That'd be nice.
this year. Oh yeah, done every kind of spectra loop you can ever imagine on it. So, but
And I'm just thinking of the roll tack. I'm like thinking of the hull. It's got that hull that you can really roll, right? One of the guys, we talked to Brian Janney on WindQuest, which obviously a much faster boat, but he says, you got to watch out for these Santa Cruz 70s in this stuff, in the light air downwind stuff, because you can put the pole back and just go right where you need to go, right?
Yep. You get that shore breeze going, square and go and ride VMG. It's scary fast.
Now, Michael, obviously, in addition to your match racing and your Melgus and all the other work you do, you've done a lot of these, right?
Oh, yeah. I've been racing these boats since Bill Alcott day. The early equation days, so I got my time served.
So what do you think? This forecast is kind of that forecast that is supposed to be the classic Mac race, but we've never seen, right?
My opinion says go with John Wayne. Go west, young man. Go west.
Go west. Go to Green Bay. Turn right.
You got to take that reaching strut. Go until you hit the shore until someone asks you what it is, and then jibe.
So who's your crew for this one?
We got a great cast. Actually, we got a new bow team, a lot of new guys. Our Tony Beccarelli, whatever, I don't know what his last name is. He's our program manager. Of course, Bert Ottavio. Unfortunately, last year we lost a very dear crew member, Dave Henderson, who was he'd raced 35 Mackinacs with Bert, but he died in a motorcycle accident. So we're kind of doing this for the boy. So, but we got our usual regular crew, Leo and Picard and a whole bunch of other great guys. So we're going to be fast.
What about Shrek? Is Shrek back?
Shrek is on the boat.
Yes!
Shrek is a one-man wrecking house.
Folks, if you don't know, make sure you tune in tomorrow for the live coverage of the start for Shrek. Yep. The biggest, baddest grinder you will ever see in your life.
I will tell you something about Shrek. Shrek is so awesome that Sharks have a week dedicated to Shrek.
Well, I tell you what, I'm super glad to hear it. I'm glad you're with Bert and the boys. I love those guys, and I look forward to the chance to sail with them one day again. But, go kick ass. And folks, remember, you can watch not only our live coverage in the morning at 10:30, but you can watch the tracker at cycracetomackinac.com or eyeonearth.com and check out their progress, and you can check out the GL70 fleet. These guys always have a sick race. Yep. It's always down to seconds at the finish. Yep. And it must be exciting to be part of that.
Oh yeah, we're racing against the big boys this year. They grouped us in.
They mixed in with the turbos.
With the turbos, so we're either going to cream the turbos or going to cream us. But we got one thing going for us. The 70s push each other. When you're sitting next to another 70, you're pushing hard. These other guys, they don't have the luxury of having that pushing brake. So.
Well, they can always it's a different handicap thing, so we'll worry about our own race.
Yeah, well, and that's what we're doing. I mean, we may.
Oh, don't kid yourself. I know what you're doing.
We may finish first, or we may finish sixth. But as long as all the other 70s are 7, 8, 9, 10, I could give a rat's patootie.
And I think that's the cool thing about the 70s. Even though there's a rating, they have ratings. These guys are all racing to get over the line first against the other guys they sail against all the time, right?
Well, and they had a meeting this year to tighten the range. They want the boats to be within 6 seconds complete. So it's a super cool class. I mean, it's fun. We got 3 boats on the hard right now. that one's because of whatever, but next year the boats are going to be stronger, bigger, and faster. So the boats get faster every year. I don't understand why, but they do. They get faster every year.
They keep bringing new guys like Michael B. Hoey aboard. Let's
I may be slow, but I'm expensive.
Well, you can if you email me at clean@sailingentertainment.com, you can find out how good Michael is and what his rates are.
Right.
But another sort of question, and I'm shifting gears completely. You're part of the aborted Stars and Stripes catamaran crew that was going to race this race. You obviously have done some cat stuff. You also done a ton of match racing stuff.
Yeah.
Where are you at with what's going on here in Cascais next week and with the America's Cup? I haven't asked you yet.
I'm super psyched to watch it, but I'm a traditionalist. Match racing is in monohulls, in relatively same boats. And that's match racing. I think it's going to be a cool spectacle.
Do you think that if you watch a few match races in these boats and they excite you, you could be converted?
I'm a match racer, and I look at two boats dialing up, and I look at the finesse of two boats articulating. And I've been in cats. I've raced tornadoes for a bunch of years, and of course Stars and Stripes. I don't see that happening. I'm very curious because they're going to be all the same hull. But then other things are going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I think it's going to be interesting to watch, but I think the last Cup previous was getting really cool because I think the Spanish had the fastest boat, but they didn't have the most money. So I'm torn. You going
to go out there are you going to go out there and watch a little of it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'd love to go and do the dance.
I'm sure
if anyone's watching.
It's a long line, Mr. Hoey.
But,
although another nice Michigan girl just did get the nod, as you know, Carrie Howe racing on Green Com. How do you think about that?
Carrie's great. I mean, not only is she a great sailor, she's a great dancer. That girl can dance, and so can her sister, who's way better sailor, by the way, Carrie. Your sister is much better.
Where the hell is young Julie these days?
Julie is way better.
Where is young Julie these days?
She's been in the D, but I think she's out in California too.
Another former sailor chick of the week, Julie Howe. Anyway,
former sailor of the month.
Oh yeah, dude, that's right. Michael B. Hoey, thank you, my brother. Always good to talk to you. Please tell Bert and all the. I don't know if I'm allowed back on the property.
Done. That is a done
I don't know. You get somebody call me. We'll make it happen.
We can't. D-Cup cannot survive without Sailing Anarchy.
I appreciate.
We had 250,000 views.
That's pretty amazing.
Like 300,000, and without your commentary, that cup.
Well, I appreciate that, and without your commentary too.
Wow, it gets good. You know how many people came up wanting me to do commentary after that?
Dude, there's a market in there, man, and it's a lot less stress than sailing boats.
Although, Dave Perry, I'm sorry about everything I said about the Geico caveman and the tablets. You can't sue me over that, pal.
Well, Michael, I'm going to look you up for our next event if you're not engaged. So, brother, it's good to see you, and you have a good time out there. Please tell Bert and the boys that I say hello and to come see us, okay?
All right. Always a pleasure.
All right, brother.
Burden.
Thank you.
Cheers.